Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with, this really won't be that quick. I guess it'll be about 20-25 minutes. I will try to condense this as much as possible, but this is basically just me ripping the Hasbro Fan First Friday from this past Friday, that video, and putting in the actual official images that they just sent Monday morning instead of Friday afternoon. We pretty much talked about all of this stuff on the podcast, but again, I'm just putting it here for a quick little recap for my viewers, and an easy way for you to just get to the video and get to the information that you need, want, or what have you. All right, let's do it.
This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey I'm fucking with. Hype beast we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about it.
All right, so let's move on to what you're all here for. We know this morning is some reveals, and we're going to begin with the Into the Spider-Verse Spider-Man Wave 1 for 2021. For the first figure, we have, of course, Miles. And what's great about this is 2 head sculpts, which we alluded to at PulseCon. Dwight, what was the most fun about working on such a unique design for this character? Kind of unlike any other Miles to this point for us.
Yeah, Miles is absolutely awesome. He's got some really cool design elements to his costume with his shorts and his hoodie and jacket. He also has our new Invisipin technology in his legs. His legs are super thin, but because of this way that we're doing the joints now on a lot of figures going forward, they're still really, really sturdy and strong. So you won't get any of that bendy, wobbly knee that you have on some of your older figures. You can see him here. You get him into all the cool spider poses you want. He's got a double torso kind of articulation. He's got the standard ab crunch, but then his lower belly to belt articulation also rotates left to right, as well as some extra bend forward. So you'll be able to get Miles into a lot of really cool spider poses. And as you see, he comes with both of his heads. Masked and unmasked version. These also have our photo real deco on the faces. So this is the first time we've taken that lifelike deco treatment and put it onto animated figures. So we think it absolutely looks fantastic. Hopefully you guys will love it as well. And that's Miles.
All right, so then next up, Gwen Stacy, the Spider-Verse version of her, along with a special friend packed out. So this is the final in-box shot of Gwen. Again, with that great photo real deco, as Dwight mentioned, we can take a closer look. The dynamic duo here. And then we have a zoomed in look at the head here.
Both of the heads for this one are new. We did a Spider-Gwen a couple of years ago, but this one was based off of scrap from the film. So much more authentic human face. The last time it wasn't actually a theatrical version. It was just the classic Gwen just redecoed. So this time you have a film accurate head, a film accurate mask and hood. Her ballet slippers with the laces are all sculpted on, which is, it's always cool when you can do those extra little details. Sometimes we have to just paint things on that aren't really there. And you guys always understand why and how we get to that, which is great. But when we have the opportunity to do it from scratch and do it correct, or as more authentic, is also awesome. So she has a new chest, new legs. The Spider Ham is all new. We've done him once before, but not the version from the show. So he's just a slug body with a ball for his head, so he can get a little bit of movement out of his neck. And he's in to scale with her and with Miles from the movie.
There are 2 more animated movie figures in this wave, which will be new today. So first up here is one of the villains of the film in Prowler. Let's take a look at him in pack. Very faithful to the movie. And a closer look here with really intricate kind of gauntlet pieces and boot pieces, which appear to be all new to me, right, Dwight?
Yeah, new boots, new gloves. He's got a lot of deco on him. He had a 2-tone costume from like a dark purple to a dark kind of teal blue-green. New head, new cape. Lots of parts to bring this guy to life. He was fun to work on as well. He was so cool in the film. And I love that sound effect they gave to him whenever he came on screen. That kind of a groan scream was a really, really cool effect that I thought was a real cool extra level to this character. So it was awesome to get to tackle him in plastic form as well. So now you got a bad guy for the heroes to go up against.
And speaking of heroes, we have Miles' mentor in the film. A different version of Spider-Man than I think we were all expecting, but a really hilarious, fun version. This is Peter B. Parker. Let's take a closer look at him. He's got the mask up, half mask, kind of face there, mixed matched shoes, which I thought was a hilarious touch, Dwight, to put in.
He turned out great. He comes with his little soda cup from the film when he was eating the burger with Miles in the restaurant. Like they said, the alternate shoes. He's got web hands. He's got a half-mast head. Hopefully we'll get to do more versions of him in the future. But this is actually probably this is easily one of my top 10 figures for the year. I think he turned out absolutely fantastic and should be a lot of fun.
So the next figure is a troop builder, if you will. It is the Hand Ninja, which you saw at Pokemon. Here's a look of the figure. He comes with several weapons accessories for your various ninja battling poses here.
The Hand Ninja will come with a couple of accessories, the swords and the kamas, but he also comes with the leg extender piece for Stiltman. So if you buy a ninja and you buy one set, you can create a 7-8 inch Stiltman figure. But the more ninjas you buy, the more leg extension pieces you get, allowing you to make the largest Marvel Legends action figure ever. You can make this guy 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet tall, whatever you need to do. After 3 segment heights, you will need to be more creative on how you support him, because the weight of the figure under the stilts will get a little bit wobbly on you. But you can have a lot of fun for your dioramas and for your photography with this absolutely silly and ridiculous spider villain.
So the 6th figure in this wave is a new character reveal, first time in the Legends line, a quirky, fun little guy. He is, of course, Frogman. Let's take a look at him.
Yeah, we love getting you guys the first times in the lines, and we thought this was a great candidate. He's built off of the Doc Ock body, so you know the overall proportions of this guy. He's, absolutely ridiculous. He's got his flipper feet with the springs for a hopping. He's got his backpack. He's got that cool face kind of hidden in the shadows inside of his mask. I believe he comes with alternate hands as well. And he's just fun and silly. There's some great characters that are really threatening and massively powerful in the Marvel universe, and then you have some of those Morts that are just absolutely ridiculous and goofy. And we love to celebrate all of those in the Legends line, and it was great to have an opportunity to bring out this type of weird and zany character for the first time, to add a brand new villain for your shelf.
Let's take a closer look at Snowman. We've got some final shots of him here. This is just with one leg segment, I believe. So he could go much bigger than what we'll look at. So we've got a couple of shots of him. And then something we didn't show during PostCon, you see him, he's got some closed fists, but he also has some open hands, and he comes with 2 accessories to carry, Dwight. What are those?
Yeah, he'll come with a blaster and a briefcase. And we actually sculpted a few multiple different insides for the briefcase. We're not going to tell you which one we chose for this version of the character, but he's got some stuff inside of his case. He's got a blaster. I don't know why he was just always in so many images of him in the comics. You always see him. I don't know if he's brought the lunch case or the briefcase with him, or if he has stolen it from somebody. But you always see him running around at ridiculous heights, carrying a briefcase in his hand. So we thought it was really kind of a fun detail to add to this character.
So let's move on to the other thing that we're pre-ordering later today. It is the deluxe comic-inspired Thanos figure from the original Infinity Gauntlet story arc. It's an anniversary year for this story as well. So you see he comes with a snapping hand as well as an alternate open hand. Dwight, how is this Thanos figure, again, different from the various other Build-A-Figures and reissues that have been done recently? So let's take a look at the impact shot of Thanos with all the accessories that he comes with.
This is 100% new. This Thanos is based off of the Infinity Gauntlet trade. So it's a classic version of Thanos, which is something we have not grappled on Legends. We did a more modern version a couple years back as a Build-A-Figure for one of the Avengers lines, but we have not done the first kind of most iconic classic look for him. So that's what you're going to get this time out. He comes with some cool alternate parts too. He has the Infinity Gauntlet hand as well as bare hands. And we threw in a fun little Easter egg accessory for this version as well, which has the King Thanos head. So it fits, the colors match this version, so you can snap it onto this body. Or if you do have the previous modern Thanos, you can slap the King Thanos head onto that form as well, to be a little bit more comic accurate to how he was in the books for the Thanos, the end books that were out a couple years back. So cool little Easter eggs, some fun little parts, alternate hand, and an all-new, fully articulated Thanos figure.
Yeah, our team loves X-Men, and you guys know this already. And at PulseCon this year, we are revealed that we're going to be doing a House of X Powers of 10 wave. So at PulseCon, we revealed Professor X, Magneto, and Moira Taggart, right? So today, in this live stream, we're going to be revealing the rest of the characters in the wave. And if you see right now, we're showing the first issue, that cover issue of House of X 1. And we're really pleased to announce that all the A.C.B.A. community can have the opportunity to really recreate this cover photo, because all of the characters in this cover is going to be in this House of X Powers of 10 wave. So let's start off with the first character, which is obviously the leader, Cyclops. I personally love Cyclops, but taking a look at this Cyclops here, I think there are a couple of new pieces to Cyclops, right?
Yeah, this Cyclops is on the Bucky base body that you've seen many times, but he comes with new bracers that match his look from the comics, belt, and some and an alternate head, so you can have him with and without optic blast.
He looks amazing. But I mean, obviously, it wouldn't be an X-Men wave without our favorite Wolverine Logan. Right? And I think in this one, not only is he designed off of the House of X look, he comes with Ryan's favorite claw, right, Dwight?
Yeah, he's got those big meat cleaver claws this time out. They're the real thick, chunky ones that came with the X-Force Wolverine. So it's the same body as X-Force with the two new, or with the new likeness for his head, and he has the hands with the giant, big, thick claws.
And of course, we can't talk about, Logan and Scott without, that love triangle, right? So this year in this wave, we are having a Marvel Girl look for Jean Grey. I think, Dwight, the last Marvel Girl or Jean in this look was in a 2-pack long ago, right? Even before when I was on this team, right?
It's really nice to revisit some of those characters, specifically Jean in this instance, and get to do a much more impressive and awesome version of her. You guys know how much I love her anyways, so I think this is a really, really massive improvement over where we were way back in those early years, and she looks absolutely fantastic, and she'll come with some fun stuff that we'll talk about a little bit later as well.
Yeah, my bad, Brad. I didn't mean to bring bad memories, To round this character within this wave, we wanted to really, we can't just give good guys to this wave, right? So we got to have a baddie. And this year, we released Nimrod in sort of that House of X look too. And if you've read the comics, you would know somebody that works closely with Nimrod in the comics is Omega Sentinel. Dwight, what'd you think about working on Omega Sentinel?
She was cool. Once again, it's always exciting when you can do a character from scratch, and that's what we did for Omega Sentinel. So she was built from ground up. Her look in the comics is really striking with her whites and her silvers and with her red kind of face. So I think she turned out awesome. She'll also get some fun little bits and pieces that allow you to do more with this character. If you know more about her from lore as well, not just from the House of X books. So I think I think she'll look awesome on your shelf as well. And yeah, it's always cool and fun to bring in some more bad guys. So I think she's going to look great right alongside Nimrod. And ultimately, if you were one of those who bought the HasLab Sentinel, all that story goes together. So, she'll look great on your shelf with all that stuff.
Yeah, so that is the entire House of 10 or House of X Powers of 10 wave. But we're going to save that figure for another day. But since we're talking about bad guys, Ryan, why don't you talk about that Bring On the Bad Guys wave that we discussed at PulseCon?
Oh, now you have me wondering who the Build-A-Figure for that X-Men week could possibly be. Guess we'll have to wait for the next event. But yes, so regarding Bring On the Bad Guys, this was a fun all-villain wave we announced at PulseCon, inspired by these old trades. We revealed Dormammu and Arcade back at PulseCon, and we were thinking, we wanted to reveal one new figure today. What should it be? So we thought, what's a villainous organization that is really big in the comics? It's big in the Avengers video game, of course. AIM here, and you see standing tall in the middle there, is a character who will go great with your troop builders. Speaking of AIM, we have the AIM soldier, AIM trooper rather, up available on Pulse right now. So go get your army if you haven't done so. The next character we reveal, you're going to want even more AIM troopers here, and that is, of course, the Scientist Supreme right in the middle there. This is a fun character we've never done before, but he's the leader here. Dwight, talk him through this figure a little bit.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's in his yellows match the AIM troopers, but it's more of a gold. It's got a bit more of metallic to it, so he really pops, stands off really, really well. He was inspired by that piece of art that we just showed with all the AIM soldiers and Yelena in it. So I think it's going to be a fun addition. Once again, new characters is so much fun because you just get to add more depth and breadth to your collection, and we love giving you guys those opportunities. I think this guy looks awesome. He's a really cool armored character, which, a lot of times armors just look fun anyways on your shelf. So an all yellow basic guy in yellow shiny armor, that's a win.
So there you have it, the third figure in the Bring On the Bad Guys wave. There's some heavy hitters still to come for that. Can't wait to share more with you guys in the future. And I kind of want to go out on a limb and say that the Build-A-Figure for that wave is one that you will not see coming. I certainly didn't see it coming. It was a great stroke of genius from Dwight and the team to do a deep pull to bring the Build-A-Figure out. So hyping that assortment up some more, and stay tuned for details on that.
All right, I'm going to cut this right here to keep this under 20 minutes. The final tease was a MODOK tease, so we're definitely going to be getting a MODOK Build-A-Figure. Like I said, we discussed all of this stuff on the podcast. Pretty excited for the Stiltman Build-A-Figure. I don't know how I feel about all the individual characters in the wave. I'm actually kind of excited for the Frogman. And as of right now, we know 3 figures from the Bring On the Bad Guys wave. I believe it's Arcade, Dormammu, and now they just revealed the Scientist Supreme. So 3 to 5 more characters to unveil, as well as the Build-A-Figure. I'm going to actually continue shooting my Marvel Legends bad guys this week. I'm going to run through a couple different teams and team-ups and what have you, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell down there, and until next time, peace.